When sadness keep overcoming you, what can you do? It become annoying because at some point, even if everything is going kind of okay, there is no real issue in the present, sadness always finds a way to come to you and consume you. In order to end this phenomenon, you will have to accept to no more run like a hamster in a wheel. And what I mean by this is, if you try to identify each time why you are sad, the root of your sadness in your mind, like a psychologist, like a therapist, you will never heal, because those jobs, they do not heal anyone. They simply make money on you by talking about your problem. And this is all that you will be doing if you do shadow work. What is shadow work? It is to go within and to find a reason why you are suffering, why this, why that, but it never goes to the root, so it is a failing science. Instead of working with shadow, because you cannot end shadow with shadow, shadow plus shadow equals shadow, but if you just turn on the light, then all the shadow dissolve right away. And this is what happens when you go directly to the root. And the root is not the reason why you're sad, not an event, it is your thought. An example will be when there is a rainy day. Some people feel really depressed, they think, oh, it's rainy today, it sucks, I don't want to go outside, it's ugly, I feel so low within myself. And some people think, wow, it feels romantic, and I can smell the grass, I can smell the leaf, it's such a beautiful weather. So the same phenomena on two different people will be felt in two different ways simply because of what they think about it. So you have to remove the belief that your sadness comes from an event, comes from a person, comes from something, and accept that your sadness is purely the creation of your thought about whatever you believe make you sad. So one of the key to go beyond this sadness, the second key, the less powerful one, but still one that must be used, is to consciously create a new way of thinking. When you notice that something makes you sad, just see what kind of affirmation you can use to create the opposite of sadness. So slowly this will reprogram your mind over the time to no more think sad thought, but to think a positive one instead. And the real key, which is the real root, is the thinking. If you can learn to live in inner silence as much as possible, which is one of the real goals of spirituality, because this is liberation. When you are above your intellect, you are a Buddha, because Bu is for the intellect and Da is for above. So if your mind is silent, or if at least you don't dance with your mind anymore, you don't believe everything that your mind says, you are above the intellect. And whenever you are stuck in the mind, you are dancing with every thought consumes you, and there it goes, creating lowering emotion. You are a Buddha, the opposite of a Buddha, someone who is under their intellect. So just take a moment to think about it. If there's no thought, how can there be suffering? Almost all the time, the present tend to be perfect or without any issues. Rarely anyone is punching you, slapping you, or hurting you, almost never. We are instead always suffering from the past, or by anticipating the future, or by pure imagination, by creating a reality that doesn't even exist and even suffering this. So suffering is self-created. Physical pain is different, but suffering is purely mental. Some people will be ego hurt, butt hurt from what I'm saying, because they are identified with their sadness. They don't know it, but their subconscious mind is fully identified with it. It has become who they are. It has become an excuse to be the way they are. So it's hard to let go of it. And they might want to believe that it is a big work, they have to do shadow work, they have to go inside their mind, understand this and that, work on individual chakra, this and that, but it's just a way to cheat yourself and stay the same. What you need is not little improvement there and there. You need liberation, and to learn to keep your mind silent is the key to liberation. Because when you just get to truly experience it beyond pretending, you see that without any reason, just because there is silence in your mind, you start to feel joy, to feel love, to feel bliss, a bunch of elevated emotion for no particular reason. For example, if you go out and you take a walk as a Buddha and a sleep being always stuck in the mind, you will probably notice almost nothing. You'll just think during the whole walk. But if you take the same walk in the same environment with a silent mind, you'll notice a bunch of blessings, a bunch of miracle, of beauty. You will see the insect having their activities. You will see the trees, the plant that has been growing. You will notice the sky, you will notice the cloud. You will see beauty and miracle everywhere. Even in the ugly city, in the concrete, you will notice a plant that is rising from the concrete, and this is a miracle. So depending on how you are within yourself, a Buddha or a Buddha, you will either make everything a suffering, or you will turn everything into a miracle, into a blessing. And the key to create this inner silence, of course, obviously, it is meditation. Meditation sitting down with your eyes closed, and also learning to be meditative at all time. Because only then you are liberated. If you're only liberated when you sit down with your eyes closed, you're not really liberated. But if you are even in the midst of chaos, now you are definitely a Buddha. So in the caption below, I show a video on how to meditate efficiently, also how to remain meditative in your daily activities, so you'll find all the information below. And I really hope that you will accept the fact that you can liberate yourself quickly in just a matter of one day, or even a couple of minutes, or up to a week, if you simply do what is right and you stop to be identified and attached to your sadness. You have to stop to justify it, to give excuse to feel this way, and accept that you are the creator of your reality. No matter if you have one trauma, 1,000 trauma, one reason to be sad, 1,000 reasons to be sad, it remains the same. Be a hamster in a wheel and waste your time, or go to the root, and if you go to the real root, no matter if you had one or 1,000 issues, they all dissolve, because when light comes in, shadows dissolve. So how do you feel about what I said? Are you butthurt about it? Are you understanding it? And what kind of action do you plan on taking, or what kind of action you already took before? Let us know it in the comment. And before we end this video, I want to let you know about a very interesting and powerful thing to know. Whatever emotion that keep coming your way, whether it is sadness, stress, anger, it is an unconscious addiction to a chemical reaction. Because all emotion are a chemical reaction, and to the brain, it wants you to remain the same. Even if remaining the same means to be depressed, to be filled with hate, to be filled with negativity, it doesn't matter, because the brain is a survival mechanism. And if you are alive, then for the brain, it's success. It's keeping you alive. This is another reason why it's utterly senseless to do shadow work, to go inside the mind, try to understand the mind. It's not worth trying to understand. The mind is supposed to be like a hammer. The hammer is on the table. You take it and you use it when you want. When you don't use it, when you don't need it, you just put it aside. The hammer is not supposed to start to move by itself and annoy you all day long. If it does, something's going wrong. And the same apply for your mind. Understand it is an addiction, overcome it, create a new reality, go to the root, and you will be liberated. So thank you for watching this video until the end. I am Simon, and together we grow spiritually beyond pretending every Friday. Hare Krishna.